What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Q that Rude Boy, aka the Wave Man. We back at like crack act. You already know how I'm rocking, man. Look, today we coming at y'all with the Weeknd vocal effect tutorial. You already know how I'm rocking, man. Look, before we get into this, man, I just want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all coming to the channel. If you're new, man, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification because we have a lot of stuff coming. I'm about to turn up on these boys. You know how I'm rocking, man. So make sure you turn on them notifications. Make sure you guys comment. Make sure you like the videos, y'all. Just click the videos, man. Just like it. You feel me? Just like, because it really helps the channel grow. You feel me? So the more likes I get, trust me, the more videos I'm gonna do. Without further ado, man, let me get into these two Wave family shout outs, and we're gonna get right into this video, man. First person I want to shout out is Trap Sean. It's TRAVPSHAWN. I don't know why I spelled it out because it should be here on the screen. You feel me? Next person I want to shout out is Donnie Ventura. You already know how I'm rocking, man. You already know how I'm rocking. I'm looking out for my family. So if you want to shout out, you already know what to do, man. Head to my Instagram and just leave a genuine comment, and you could be next to be shout out on the video. You already know how I'm rocking. Let's get right into the bang, dang, dang. You already know how I'm rocking. That hefty way. The hefty way, that way. Let's get it, man. That's what we're gonna get into today, yo.
I love it when she touch me on the table. I'm just a real nigga, I ain't never telling fables. I make a like I'm able. Horses in garage like they keep horses in they stable. When I skirt off, make them take they skirts off. I'm always in some shit these niggas never heard of. And when I'm on the east side, yeah, they always show me off. But when I needed help, these niggas never showed up. Oh, I bring when niggas playing both sides, yeah, playing both sides. I bring when niggas playing both sides, yeah, playing both sides. I really hate when they playing both sides, both sides.
Yeah. I get it. We so far from finished. We just getting beginning. That ain't made no sense, but you already know how I'm rocking, man. Look, if you guys want to hear the rest of the song, you already know what to do, man. Vocal effect preset is going to be in the description, man. FLP, you already know how I'm rocking, man. Let's get into this vocal effect tutorial. Bow! That didn't go nowhere, but we going somewhere. Straight into this vocal effect tutorial. You already know how I'm rocking. So look, man. First things first, if you want to sound anything like The Weeknd is a singer. So what you have to be able to do, you have to work on your voice. You feel me? So you just have to work on your voice. If you want to sound like The Weeknd, you have to be able to sing. But like I said, if you want to be able to sing, auto-tune is not going to be able to make you sing. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry. It's not going to help you. Sorry, not sorry. You feel me? Auto-tune is not going to make you be able to sing. So if you're one of those people that think that auto-tune makes you sing, exit the video. To the left, everything you is it. Your voice is the same thing as a muscle. You know, if you work out every day, you're gonna get bigger, stronger muscles. If you sing every day, your diaphragm muscle, you feel me? Same thing, it's a muscle. So let's get into this vocal effect tutorial, man. First things first, we're gonna use auto-tune. Now, when you think auto-tune, do not think T-Pain auto-tune. The Weeknd is not using T-Pain auto-tune, but a lot of these singers do use vocal correction, and that's what they use this tool as. Like everyone knows, if you watch my channel by now, you know that the auto-tune key is dependent on the beat that you're singing over. You feel me? So for this vocal effects tutorial, we had the D-flat major, D-flat key, major scale. And what we want to do is make sure you go to alto tenor. And basically what I think this does is it just gives you a sweeter tone in the vocal effect in the auto-tune, rather opposed to these, you feel me? So make sure you use the alto tenor. And so for this, in the voice that I have, I went ahead and used 20% retune speed, and I did a humanize of 20% as well. When I'm using that and you hear the beat, it doesn't sound like there's necessarily auto-tune on the vocal, and that's what you're going for. When you're going for a Weeknd type vocal, you don't want a vocal that sounds like there's any auto-tune on it, you feel me? You just want it there to just tune up, fine-tune what you're doing. So we did a 20 retune speed, and we did 20 humanize as well. So yeah, I'll play one of my vocals with it and without it.
Love it when she touch me on the table. I'm just a real nigga, I ain't never telling fables. I make a Riding on a weekend like I'm able. Horses in garage like they keep horses in they stable.
As you can hear, the auto-tune does help, but it's not a major change. As you guys can hear, it's just to fine-tune things and just keep everything in the right key, you feel me? Next thing we did a parametric EQ. Now with the Weeknd's vocal, he's recording in high quality studio. So when I'm working here, what I have to make sure that I do is try not to put any harshness in the vocal, because what they're recording on there, oftentimes they're recording on Sony microphones that's worth $10,000 and Neumann's U87s, you know what I'm saying? These are very flat microphones that are very just very professional, you feel me? So the Bluebird kind of has a high a little, not harshness in the higher tones, but it's a very bright, it's kind of has a bright microphone. So what I have to do is make sure I just, you know, try to keep it as neutral as possible. So what we did was we did a high pass cut at about 180. Now this is a kind of tilted, it's not straight down or anything, but we just did it at about 189 or 190. And then we did a dip in the 246 range. We did another dip in the 500 range. This takes out the boxy tone, and a boost in the 7800 range. You feel what I'm saying? And basically we did that just to kind of make the vocal stand above the beat some, you feel me? We just need a little bit high range in there, and we just kept the high range, we just kept that down. And if you have a bright microphone, you might even want to take it down something like that. Sometimes people have bright microphones and there's a harshness in the top area, and if you have a harshness, you might want to just go ahead and minus a little bit of that at the very high range. But for this, we just kept it like this, and this was sounded good. So that's what we did for the EQ. Next thing we did, we have a limiter. Basically, what we're using this limiter for is compression. We just need to compress a vocal. So as you can see, we changed it from limit to compress. We used Fruity Limiter, we used the compressor. And what we did was, when we watched the vocal come through this line,
when I skirt off, make them take their skirts off.
Basically, when you see these peaks right here, what we wanted to do is bring down the threshold. Threshold might be up here, that's the blue line. Wanted to bring the threshold right a little bit under the top peaks, just so when it gets to those points of volume change and compression, dynamic range, we just wanted to crush it just a little bit, just to keep it steadier, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what we did for that. Now that wasn't only enough, so what we also did was we added a Fruity compressor on top of it. And what we did with the Fruity compressor was we just did an 8:1 ratio, pretty common. Threshold of negative 36, fast attack, you already know how you're rocking, and we boosted the gain up a little bit because just to compensate for the loss of level, you feel what I'm saying? So we did for that. So the next thing we have right here is the Soundgoodizer, man. And what we did, we used preset A. We used preset A on the Soundgoodizer because it gives us a high presence in the high range. So this allows the voice to be a lot softer and bring the presence up as well. So I'll change the vocal presets all throughout so you guys can hear what each of them do.
When I skirt off, make them take their skirts off. I'm always in some shit these niggas never heard of. And when I'm on the east side, I'm always showing off.
You feel me? So that's what that does. And next thing we had right here is a Fruity chorus. Why we added this, like I was telling you, the Weeknd has a wide vocal, so we want his vocals to be almost stereo. So we added a chorus and we used the sub bus right here, and we did it almost to halfway. Now what the sub bus does, as you guys know if you watch the channel, the sub bus just applies how much you want the effect to actually affect the vocal. You know what I'm saying? So we just move this knob right here on how much you want the effect to affect the vocal. So I'll play it with that all the way on and with it, you know, off.
When I skirt off, make them take their skirts off. I'm always in some shit these niggas never heard of.
Basically, we just do that subtly just to add just a little effect on the vocal just to make it wider. Next thing is very, very important with the Weeknd's vocals, guys. We all know that the Weeknd has a lot of reverb. He's an ambient vocalist, you feel what I'm saying? So what we did is we set the reverb to what we liked, and what we did was we turned the vocal, we used the sub bus to give a lot of reverb, you feel what I'm saying? Very ambient sounding, you feel me? So we did this about a little past halfway, and then we did a delay. And the main thing we want to know with the delay is, basically I made this beat right here, so I knew the BPM. So the BPM is 114. So if you know your BPM, and don't change it after you recorded, because if you change it after you recorded, everything will fall out of place. So either do it before you start or just do it the hard way. So next thing you do, if you know your BPM, what you can do with the timing, because the timing is the most important thing, I think, in the delay. You can right click here and you can set the vocal wherever you want it. You feel what I'm saying? And it'll be on time. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how that works. And let's get into these background vocals right here.
I really hear when niggas playing both sides, yeah, playing both sides. I really hear it.
As you can hear, those are 2 vocals. So the first thing you want to do when you're starting your background vocals is you want to record the same thing twice, 2 other times. Don't record it once and try to copy it, because if you do that, that's going to cause phasing issues. So don't do that. Like I said, just record the same thing twice. Now you're going to put one on the left side, pan one on the left side, and you're going to pan another equally to the right side. So let's get into it. As you can see, pan to the left, pan to the right. All the effects I'm going to go over in 11 is going to be the same effects that's going to go into the right. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. Everything is the same from the main vocal into the background vocal. You feel me? Except for a few things. All right, so the other few things is the chorus effect is going to be the first thing that's going to be changed extremely. What you want to do for the chorus effect is you want the background vocals to have a presence of its own. You don't want it to stand out above the main vocal. That's why it's called a background vocal. So what we did is for this vocal, we turned up the chorus effect almost to 3/4 the way, as you can see with the sub bus. And the other thing we did is the Parametric EQ. We went ahead and moved the high pass cut all the way up to about 440. You feel what I'm saying? Now this takes away the low end of the vocal. So reason why we're doing that is because we don't want when these vocals come together, because they come together as one, we don't want this to come together and be muddy vocals. So we took out a lot of the low end of these background vocals. And what we also did, like we said, we wanted to have a life of its own, and we wanted to have like kind of a shimmer on top of it. So what we did was in the EQ, we also added a top end to the end of it. This is about the 15,000 range. About 15,000 range. It just kind of gives you that R&B shimmer over top. So we just boosted that, as you guys can see right here, and that's what we did for the EQ. And what we did was, which is interesting, and because I was thinking, since there was so much reverb on the main vocal, we don't want to drown the song with reverb, so we just turned the reverb down a little past 1/4 the way, and with the delay we turned that down as well, because we don't want too much going on. We still want a clean overall sound. So that's pretty much the only thing we did for those. You feel what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it for this vocal effect tutorial, man. Look, if you're rocking with this video, make sure you thumbs up this video, comment anything you want, man. Let me know who y'all want me to do next. Until then, you already know how we rocking, man. Dunzo!